everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Danmei Digest, where I talk about whatever Danmei novel catches my interest. I will be discussing Mistakenly Saving the Villain by Feng Yu Nie, translated by Seven Seas Entertainment. Just like last time, a trigger warning for sexual assault and other mature topics that might make listeners uncomfortable. We last left off with Song Qingshi seeking information about how to break Yue Wuhuan's life seal. After speaking with the information broker, he can't help but spoil Yue Wuhuan by buying him tons of trinkets at the market. Unfortunately, the medicine valley is broke. Song Qingshi is so cute. When he feels guilty for spending a lot of money, he tugs on Yue Wuhuan's sleeve while apologizing. I can picture this image so clearly in my mind, and if this book were an anime, an arrow would pierce Yue Wuhuan's heart because of this cuteness. After they go back to the medicine valley, they come across an injured cultivator. Yue Wuhuan asks if he can heal him, the injured cultivator, which right off the bat is very suspicious. Of course, we can guess the real story, but Song Qingshi lets Yue Wuhuan bring this injured person back. To no surprise, after the cultivator is healed, Yue Wuhuan tortures them, because the cultivator is actually one of the people who harmed him in the past. It seems like his goal is to get revenge on those who hurt him, and honestly, I support this goal 100%. Next, we are introduced to a new character. Since they're broke, Song Qingshi reaches out to his only friend asking him to be a sponsor. This person is Anlong, who is the master of the Thousand Poison sect. Now, keep in mind, this is the book Song Qingshi's friend, so our Song Qingshi hasn't actually met him yet. This is allowing for some mysteries that need to be uncovered. The original Song Qingshi had a falling out with Anlong, and our Song Qingshi has no memory of what they argued about. I have a feeling that it was something pretty serious, since Anlong seems to really regret those events, and literally cries in relief when Song Qingshi said he'd forgiven him. Perhaps Anlong betrayed Song Qingshi in some way, or maybe Anlong confessed his love for Song Qingshi and the original was like, no way, get out of my sight forever. I'm sure we'll find the answer to this later. Regardless, I think Anlong is pretty good looking, at least according to the art in this novel. He's a different kind of good looking compared to Yue Wuhuan, more of a traditional martial artist build. Poor Yue Wuhuan's growth was stunted due to his traumatic past. Anlong also has a really cute snake, Xiaobai, which in Chinese is an affectionate nickname that literally means little white. Xiaobai also wants Song Qingshi's attention so badly. Song Qingshi saved its life when it was a small snake, but when it was healed, gave it to Anlong to raise. All Xiaobai wants is for Song Qingshi to be its owner, but he just doesn't seem interested. Xiaobai and Anlong both have some work to do to get the person that they love on their side. Regardless, it looks like Yue Wuhuan has some competition. I mean, Anlong got to eat Song Qingshi's first attempt at cooking, so, I am in full support of Yue Wuhuan, but I don't mind a love triangle as long as it's done well and not drawn out for too long. So far, I'm definitely enjoying it. Song Qingshi is so oblivious, though, he has no idea two people have feelings for him. Anlong is very protective of Song Qingshi. He killed several people who insulted him, both off-screen and on-screen at the very end of this book. He puts on a lighthearted front in front of Song Qingshi, but just like Yue Wuhuan, he has a dark side. We hear his inner thoughts at some point that if Song Qingshi wasn't as powerful, he basically would have kidnapped and Stockholm syndromed him. This dark side comes into play when he sets an illusion bug loose on Yue Wuhuan. While I don't think he expected it to have as big of an impact as it did, he did it with the intent to drive Yue Wuhuan and Song Qingshi apart. An illusion bug shows what the person wants most and truly makes them believe that it's real. All Yue Wuhuan wants is for him to have grown up as a strong cultivator and spend all his days with the person he loves, seeing the world with them and just caring for them. Despite his murderous actions in the past, deep down at his core, we can see that he just wants love and happiness. This makes me so sad because he had to go through so much and is still suffering because of it. And this illusion bug set him back in terms of progress. It was a tantalizing glimpse of what could have been. Anlong does feel bad about his actions, whether it's true remorse or because he doesn't want to upset Song Qingshi. Well, I certainly have my own thoughts. It's the latter. But he gives Song Qingshi a lock bug to help Yue Wuhuan control his emotions. While I'm not a therapist, this only seems like a temporary solution. a lock bug absorbs human desires and emotions, so it's not true healing. I guess the one plus is that it's the user, so in this case, Yue Wuhuan, controlling which emotions to absorb. But it still doesn't seem like a long-term healing solution. Changing topics a bit, we learn in the second half of the book a bit more about Song Qingshi's abilities. He has 2 fires within him, Hellfire, the flames of the underworld, and the blaze of the Red Lotus. The fires of the Red Lotus keep his Hellfire in check, but if his powers are damaged, his Hellfire will have nothing keeping it contained and basically burn everything to the ground. This doesn't seem like a typical cultivation path that a mortal can achieve. So I wonder if Song Qingshi could have some magical creature or unusual ancestry. After all, that does seem pretty common in this world since Yue Wuhuan also has some magical creature or magical ancestry. Back to the plot, Anlong eventually leaves, and Song Qingshi prepares the best birthday present in the world. My friends and family have a lot to live up to after this. Song Qingshi tracked down the evil cultivator who tricked Yue Wuhuan as a child and burns him to death. He also frees the children who are being groomed, which makes me very happy because I was feeling so anxious for all the other people suffering in this horrible world. He also learned more about Yue Wuhuan before he was sold into slavery, such as that he liked collecting precious rocks and gems. This is one thing that I really appreciate in this book, which is after Yue Wuhuan's breakdown with the illusion bug, Song Qingshi realized that he wasn't truly healing after all. He was only doing the things that he thought would please the person who saved him. That's why Song Qingshi is now making an effort to learn more about who Yue Wuhuan truly is as an individual, which is a fantastic step in their relationship growth. I mean, they still have a long way to go. For example, Song Qingshi thinks that him feeling the stirrings of affection and attraction towards Yue Wuhuan is because of something wrong with his body, like an illness. Classic. Oh my god, the end of the book is crazy though. It ends on such a cliffhanger. Song Qingshi breaks Yue Wuhuan's life seal, which then triggers a heavenly tribulation. This is common in cultivation novels. It's like a test from the heavens before they can move to the next stage of cultivation. However, this one is unusual as more lightning strikes are hitting Yue Wuhuan than there should be for his cultivation level. Song Qingshi intercepts the last lightning bolt since he knew that it would kill Yue Wuhuan. But he gets severely injured in the process, to the point where we really aren't sure what condition he's going to be in once he heals. Why are the heavens trying to kill Yue Wuhuan? Are there truly gods in this world? And if so, what is their motivation? Personally, I think there's something going on with the system. I've read my fair share of system stories, such as Scum Villain's Self-Saving System and The Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish. The system is different in each one, some being more strict than others. We've only seen the system once at the beginning of the book, so honestly, I thought this was a book where the system wasn't a major player. However, a bit earlier in chapter 28, something caught my attention that I had to take note of. Song Qingshi was feeling bad that he couldn't help Yue Wuhuan earlier in his life, and that the original Song Qingshi never noticed anything was off when he treated Yue Wuhuan as a young teen. But Yue Wuhuan said he didn't blame him since he himself didn't realize his master had bad intentions. Okay, this is a quote directly from the book. I should have noticed earlier, but for some reason I missed every sign. Some things were too close to be a coincidence, but I didn't see. It's like I was meant to go through that. This seems very suspicious to me. And combined with the events at the end with the heavenly tribulation, I think that someone definitely wants Yue Wuhuan to be on a certain path of suffering. And since he's deviating from the quote-unquote plot, they are trying to kill him. My guess is that it's the system. In the past, I read a webtoon just like this, called Not Your Typical Reincarnation Story. The main character was put into the body of the villainess, and every time she tried to change the plot, a mysterious force influenced the other characters to suspect and hate her. While there wasn't a system in that story, I think it's a similar case in this book, where there's some supernatural, mysterious force influencing the people of this world, the system. We'll see if my suspicions are correct, but I'll definitely keep my eye out in the future books for more hints and clues. The last piece of information that's interesting to me is learning Song Qingshi's cultivation path. The original Song Qingshi practiced emptiness, which means no emotions, desire, or attachment. Obviously, this new Song Qingshi isn't like that at all, So maybe it wasn't a bad thing he got injured. If he does develop romantic feelings towards Yue Wuhuan in the future books, he will lose his cultivation path anyway. So perhaps this injury will force him to use an alternative cultivation path now rather than later. Gosh, the way I sped through this book, it was definitely shorter than most other Danmei books I've read, but I was so invested from start to finish. I love the characters and their relationships with each other. I love the humor, the artwork, the story. I even bought this book after I finished my library copy. Definitely a 5 out of 5 read for me. I know this definitely won't be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm so excited to read the next books in the future. Okay, so I haven't picked my next book yet, so that'll be a surprise, but thank you all so much for listening, and until next time.